How you doing tonight, sir? Can I approach you?
Sure. Let me get out my car.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was wondering what the nature of the stop was. Yes, sir. A lot of units. Seems like a lot of units. Oh, that's good. Should I direct my questions towards him or not?
I think he's on the phone.
Yes, sir. It's not really that big of a deal.
I know. I got you.
I appreciate you at least being casual and talking to me. God bless you, man. Hey, do you ever watch any First Amendment audits?
I've seen a couple.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's just like cops. You got good cops, you got bad cops. You got good auditors, you got bad auditors.
Well, I think most people around here, man, as long as you're not up in people's faces, they don't.
You see how far
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Nope. That's why I didn't say anything, you know?
Because I literally came across and tried to create as much distance as I could.
Yes,
I knew that you were the most, you didn't look as occupied as he did.
No, I'm not needed here, so that's why I'm checking on something on my computer.
That's good deal, man.
Nope. I'm trying to talk to him, but I know he's on the phone.
You see the I got one right across the street right here last night. I thought it was you. I'm not sure.
No, I wasn't working. Far away from here.
Anyways, that dude was awesome. Because a lot of times we talk about like the flashlights and they come up to the cars and they put them straight in his eyes. And I know that the argument is that you got to see into the car, but you don't always. My point is he didn't. He kept his light on the ground. It was about this much light. And I was like, I didn't get a chance to tell him thank you, you know, just for, that's what we want to see. Like, if there's no need to put the light in there, and I know that's officer's discretion and stuff of that nature, but
again, every situation's different.
I totally agree with that. And you know what, since I started cop watching, I went into it thinking I was going to catch a lot of dirty, you know, crazy stuff, and I did. But at the same time, I also caught myself catching myself when you find those really good officers that'll have a really good dialogue with you. That's the reward. That's the reward. I hate dropping his name because I drop it all the time, but I talked to Fisher up at a Scotchman. One of the most awesome conversations I had.
You talking about the Bloodhound guy, Fisher, or the other Fisher? Timothy Fisher.
He said he was a low level guy. Like, he drives a brown car. I don't know if that.
There's a couple of them. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, he was really cool. I mean, and I've met my fair share of JPD that I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Then I've also met some good ones, some really good ones.
Yep.
But I'm local to Jacksonville.
Cool deal, man.
God bless you, man.
Yep, I'll let you keep doing your thing, all right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
What's your name? He said you're the higher rank.
Yeah, Parker.
Nice to meet you, Parker. My name's Kent.
Nice to
I'm
meet you,
First
sir.
Amendment auditor.
Awesome. What do you think about these active shooters going on?
Well, I probably think the same thing you do, I would hope.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
What do you think about the Second Amendment stuff that's going on?
I'm complete. You know, I think you know what I'm going to say to that.
No, I don't.
Well, yeah, I'm against any assault bans.
Okay.
I'm against any assault bans. And you know what? Talking to you, let me point this at you. You seem to be more.
You want to get my good side?
Yeah.
This side's better than that side. Right.
I appreciate you being casual with me, just like I told him. But yeah, I'm against anything against the Second Amendment because I'm hard on the First Amendment. It don't make sense for me to be for one amendment and not for the other.
Very true.
Just like the Fourth Amendment, you know, obviously I'm hard on that too. I don't own a gun. I don't have a gun. I don't desire to have a gun.
Right.
Never want to have a gun. But I understand it's a Second Amendment right, and I don't want to step on anything. What's your opinion? Not your law. Not what's lawful.
Well, I'm pro Second Amendment, pro First, for all of them.
That's really good.
I just the whole active shooter thing has gotten the country in an uproar.
Yeah, I seen a poll that said 65% of people want to do a weapons ban, and I don't know if that's even true. I don't know where these polls are, who's taking these polls.
Right.
But that scares me because the second you go at our Second Amendment, this is how I look at that. The second you go at our Second Amendment, you're going to start coming at our First Amendment. Then you're going to go after our Fourth Amendment. You're going to go. This is what I was talking about with some more disgruntled officers when I said, well, sir, you have to understand, if you have a problem with the First Amendment, it's not going to. one day you're not going to be an officer, and one day you might have grandkids or currently have kids.
Right.
Their First Amendment, because you chose to go against it as an active officer, you played a part in them losing their First Amendment and effectively losing their Second Amendment and effectively losing their Third and their Fourth and so on.
Right.
So if you defend your First Amendment, you right here, you guys have the best opportunities to defend the First Amendment, which in return will defend the Second Amendment. Because, and I say this all the time, when you look at like slavery, anything, with Martin Luther King, that was First Amendment activism. If that would have been stopped at that point, we would have never got to where we are today. There's no mistaking, this is the greatest country in the world.
Right.
And then when you talk about the stuff with the weapons ban, and I'm really kind of surprised that you're saying you're not for an assault ban.
No, absolutely not.
You don't want to see that.
No.
That's really good news.
No, I'm an avid gun guy. Shall not be infringed is shall not be infringed.
Amen.
Right? I'm gonna let you go.
Yes, sir.
Nice meeting you.
God bless you, man.
Yep.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you're doing. You too, sir. That was a pretty awesome encounter. Can't deny the fact that I'm a little shocked to find out that he's very pro Second Amendment, and I believe him. I know some people will say, well, you know, of course he's going to say that he's looking down the camera, and I've had plenty of cops that, you know, say questionable things looking down the camera. So I'm going to take him at face value. I believe everything he was saying as far as where he stands on the Second Amendment and First Amendment. You could hear it and how quick he rounded up to it. That's really good. I can't hear the conversation, and I feel like it's only reasonable that I stay a distance away, because it does seem like, okay, there's a good handshake. That's good. Have a good night, sir.
All right, kid. See ya.
God bless you, man. I don't know what the nature, they said it was just a routine traffic stop, but all right. Again, I don't know the nature of the stop, but it definitely seemed like a pretty casual situation. Seemed pretty relaxed. When I left, when I showed up, I don't know if it was breaking down already about be over or what, but all the officers I did interact with were very, very good. And God bless you. Keep watching, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell.